So I'm trying to figure out how you gonna do something that you said you didn't do.
Yeah, that's a fact. The Tut was still on the streets and shit. Like, cause you know the first Mafia Material documentary I did was on King Tut. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know what I
He
mean?
said
There's
the
a
nigga
whole
was right there with him. He said, yo, Tut was standing right next to him. So that's why I said, yo, Bimmy, if Tut was standing right there, then you should the nigga home. Tut home. He got a whole
You
YouTube
just
channel.
placed that
You
nigga.
need to
yeah.
basically holler at the nigga Tut, have him confirm that Big Nose Troy ran down on you and told you about that work and fix it. Cause the nigga told Big Nose Troy's son the same shit. And the nigga said that's what happened. But I'm trying to figure out if that's what happened, why you ain't got that man to confirm it happened, bro?
That's a fact.
Well, you know, I mean, shit, they always put that Tupac shit on Tut, and he came out and said he didn't even do that shit. And then the nigga who came out and said that he did it, and then you know how Tut told on him and all this other crazy
Yeah.
shit. Back to Isaac, nigga. You know, and they tried to like run with that shit. And here's the whole crazy shit. So the nigga is from Vanderbilt, right?
Yeah.
All right. I used to get, you know, I used to get money with a nigga who is tied in with like Calvin Klein, like you know, that's his people and
Yeah,
shit. The
yeah,
Klein,
yeah,
like with his auntie and all that shit. So the nigga older than me, but that was a nigga I was, you know, going out of town doing little shit with it, whatever, and shit. We were doing music shit together and everything, you know. So he was telling me a lot of shit because he like really from Brooklyn. Like I started
yeah.
hanging out when I started like I couldn't go to school in Staten Island no more. He started sending me out to the Brooklyn food. I started being downtown. That's where a lot of Brooklyn niggas know me from. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So the whole shit is like fucking with dog. He was putting me on. So he said, yeah, bro. He said, when that nigga was outside, he said, they was like the dancing niggas over there. Like he said, niggas was always dancing and shit. So I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. I said, but I don't know. I said, I don't know this nigga. He said, bro, I don't know this nigga. He said, that nigga from my era. He said, but he said, you know, he said, everybody gonna have an opinion, bro. It's like certain niggas come home, that's the thing to do. You know what I mean? Is put the snitch jacket on them. Like they try to do the shit with Back B. And I even like, you know, we did the content before, like, you know, we on
Yeah.
daylight run now because they flagged my shit because I was trying to expose another snitch nigga.
Damn, what happened, bro?
Oh, I was trying to run the content on another on an informant nigga. You know what I'm saying? And they flagged me for like the
Hey,
third party.
flag, bro.
Hey, listen, right? So I don't know if you familiar with the dude Charles Cosby, Cocaine
Oh,
Cowboy.
the nigga that told Griselda that fucked Shorty in
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
telly and
yeah,
shit. Yeah. I remember that nigga. Yeah, that nigga's a rat. That nigga's a cold
hold
rat.
up. So I'm gonna show you some real time shit or whatever. We could give me a second. I'm gonna pull this shit up real quick. Yeah, this shit get real mafia material.
Yeah, that nigga not good in the bait because I heard he can't even live up out there, man. Yeah.
But that's why he been in the Dominican Republic and shit. I ain't even think we would even get into all this shit, but fuck it, we on it.
Yeah, I remember watching that shit. That nigga said, yo, them niggas the nigga said I was a conflict of this shit. I told them niggas, he said I was in the witness protection, I fucked the chick and all that. I'm like, oh, this goofy nigga, man. He a goofy
So look, it's your boy Charles, right? Now that's him with the bits, you know, booed up.
nigga.
That's I believe that's FCI Dublin, where she was
Yeah.
held at. That bitch don't even look like she locked up. She on her Larry
Hell
Hoover.
no. Hell no.
That's her hitman, Ribby. We'll talk about him in a minute.
Yeah.
So that's me and old boy, right?
Oh shit.
Me and the nigga again shit. I took that nigga to the Statue of Liberty and shit. He wanted to see the Statue of Liberty, so you know, is what it is. So here's the story. Like with me and Dog, when I was living out in Cali and shit, you know, I kind of just fell into the streets and shit. Mind you, like I'm on YN time, my nigga. I'm 22, 23. Like, you know, like I'm on all bullshit. So I end up meeting this nigga really on some MySpace shit because I started my boy PAT from Louisiana. He put me on the MySpace.
Yeah.
I was about to put out my first mixtape and shit. So I was like recording this shit like throughout 2006. I'm doing my little shit in the streets out there. And the nigga hit me up because I had these t-shirts and shit that said the rap game is the new drug game. But this is right after the whole BMF shit happened. And, you know, they was like, you know, hip hop cops and all this other crazy shit, you know, even before then.
Yeah.
So, you know, me and the niggas start politicking or whatever on the YouTube shit. Now, it's a lot of shit that was going on that, you know, with me personally and shit, where I never really linked up with the dude and whatever until about a year later, 2007. Mind you, he only lived 45 minutes from the town that I live in, right?
Yeah.
So finally we meet, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, cool, you know what I mean? Like we rock, you know, me and we rocking out or whatever and shit. We kicked it a few times. I met him with his wife and shit at the time, you know, in the mall in Stockton, California. So he started telling me how, you know, yeah, he was messing with this girl, this chick, the Griselda Blanco, and all this shit. Now I had never heard of Shorty.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like even the sound of that, because I'm telling you, I was like, bro, I'm just getting into like watching these DVDs with all these niggas because again, I'm in the streets. Like I'm not really gonna impress me with no street shit. Right? So anyway, the nigga tell me that Antoine Fuqua, the nigga who did Training Day, is gonna do a movie on his life. Cap. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I didn't know at the time and shit, but he told me about the documentary. So this is 2 years before the actual documentary come out. So I'm thinking like, all right, nigga, you know, he got some motion. He gonna do the movie shit. He told me like, yo, maybe you could do a song. Like I see you doing the music shit. You could do a song for the joint. So, you know, I'm quick with this shit, nigga. I go and like just do some shit and keep it in the stash just for when it comes. Like stay ready so I ain't gotta get ready.
Yeah.
Nigga, fast forward, you know what I'm saying? Me and this nigga, he start beefing with me. He fall out with me over the bitch or whatever and shit. And there's a whole phone call I gotta like from between me and this chick that he actually was mad at me about.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like breaking all this shit down. You know what I'm saying? And I was really just I was holding this shit because that's really how I got flagged. So I was running the content because I had the clips of the Vlad interview,
Yeah.
and the clip from the actual documentary. And so when I chopped it up, I'm thinking, you know, I'm good because if you make the shit different than the original version, they shouldn't flag it, right?
Yeah, they did that to me one time. They like, so I know exactly what you.
Yeah. And so I did that shit, and so they struck my shit, you know what I mean? And that was the whole shit. So I had to make a whole nother page and then wait for like StreamYard to get the approval just so that we could do the interview. But we're gonna run that content or whatever and shit, you know what I mean, like another time and shit. That shit right there. But that right there is gonna be the flavor of the month, nigga. Trust me when I tell you.
That nigga's a different type of nigga. I'm not surprised he did some shit like that, bro.
Hey, the nigga still owe. Watch this shit. The nigga still owe me $85. I don't want the money. I'm just saying it's just kind of funny when the nigga sit here and tell you in 1997 he walked away from the game with 15 to 20 million that he could reach out and touch. But then you turn it around and like you asking the ball $200 and you getting a nigga that drove like Bud in Iowa to send you $1,000 here, lying to these niggas, telling them that the cartel is after you and you got to stay in a hotel with your family and all this other crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, the shit is so wild.